A 16-year-old girl in Shandong province hikes 60 kilometers. Take grandma to the county hospital to see a doctor. After a day of hard work, finally, I dragged my grandmother to the hospital. But what the dean did next was surprising. The girl arrived at the hospital. 2 nurses rushed to assist the elderly, sent to the examination room for examination. The doctor asked the girl, after examining the grandmother's body, "What about your parents?" The girl just said, "My parents died in a car accident a few years ago. Now it's just me and grandma. 2 people depend on each other. Now I am an adult." The doctor said to the girl again, "Your grandma is very sick now. Need to be hospitalized immediately." The girl said, "The doctor, my grandma is not hospitalized, okay?" The doctor said to the girl, "If your grandmother is not in the hospital now, life will be in danger." When the girl heard the doctor say that grandma's life was in danger, immediately agreed. The doctor said that you should pay the hospital fee now. The girl came to her grandmother, holding grandma's hand. "Tell grandma distressed, grandma, bear with me. I'll pay the doctor to treat you right away." The girl hurried to the counter to pay the hospital fee. But the cashier said, "A $1,000 deposit is required first." The girl quickly took a plastic bag out of her pocket. "Open the plastic bag and it's full of coins. And $10. Show me $1 bill." All to the cashier at the counter. The cashier counted $200 short. The girl burst into tears on the spot. I begged bitterly, "Can you save my grandmother first? My grandmother is very sick. I'll find a way to make up the money for you in a while. Is that okay?" The cashier shook his head helplessly and said, "Sorry. Hospital has rules. We can't help it without money." The girl has no choice. I thought I could sell my blood for money. See a doctor for grandma? So the girl ran to the blood drawing room. Let the doctor draw his blood. The doctor asked the girl what happened. The girl said, "I don't have enough money to see my grandma. I want to draw my blood to exchange some money for grandma's hospital bills." At this time, the dean who happened to pass by heard the girl's words. "Come in quickly to ask what happened." After the dean heard it, I immediately brought the girl to the counter. I paid his deposit. But during the rescue, the girl's grandmother is bleeding from the operation, and the blood in the blood bank is gone. Need to find the blood type quickly. The dean saw that the situation was urgent. It just so happens that grandma's blood type is the same as the dean. The dean said he could have his blood drawn with the help of the dean and all the doctors. The girl's grandmother was successfully out of danger. The girl who just took the college entrance examination a few years later, with an excellent score of 709, admitted to Shanghai Jiaotong University. But the girl never came to school. Get her admission letter. The head teacher, Teacher Zhang, is very anxious, also very puzzled. It's been days and he still hasn't come to get it. Later, Teacher Zhang asked around with his classmates, finally got the address of the girl's house. So he said nothing. He drove to the girl's house. "Get out of the car and have a look." Teacher Zhang was stunned on the spot. Usually top-notch results. Studious child. To actually learn in this environment, Teacher Zhang walked into the yard and shouted twice. No response. He raised his voice and shouted a few words. Still quiet. So Teacher Zhang pushed open the door and went in to take a look. An old man with gray hair was lying on the bed. There are only 2 chairs in the room, an old table, and a broken wardrobe with a door dropped. If you want to pick up more leaks, you will pick up more leaks. Although picking up leaks, but the house is clean. The clothes in the closet are neatly folded. Tables and chairs are wiped clean. To say the brightest in the room, it's got to be a wall covered with awards. Miyoshi, excellent class leader. A piece of red. Lay out the light in the room. Teacher Zhang is staring at the certificate on the wall in a trance. The old man on the bed suddenly coughed twice. Teacher Zhang turned his head. I saw the old man propped up and asked, "Who are you?" "Who are you looking for?" Teacher Zhang quickly explained his purpose. Listen to Teacher Zhang finish. The old man coughed so hard. Teacher Zhang hurriedly poured a cup of warm water and handed it over. Wait for the old man to catch his breath, then slowly talk about the child. Just the 2 of them depend on each other. Just started. Old people are also in trouble. I can't support my children. Looking for a good family. But the child is dead-hearted, crying and shouting to be with him. Just live together. The grandparents rely on picking up junk like this, scrambling by, and then she's old enough to go to school. Thanks to the help of the village cadres, also left a huku for the child. This child is timid and sensible. Learning is called a desperate. Never compare food and clothing with classmates. When I come back from school, I help my grandma work. Although the grandparents lived a tight life, but still warm, but grandma is old after all. It snowed a year ago. When I went out to pick up junk, the road slipped and broke my leg. Since then, I can't get off the ground, inside and outside the home. It's all on the girl in high school. Hearing this, the teacher suddenly remembered. The second half of the 3rd semester of high school is so intense. Other students live on campus. Just this kid. Every time get out of class is the first to rush outside the classroom. Co-authored. I'm in a hurry to go home to take care of my sick grandma. At this time, Grandma said in a trembling voice that I had dragged the child down. He didn't even tell me he was going to college. I have to say I didn't do well. He also said that he would work near his home in the future. Can take care of me, by the way, and so on and so forth. And Grandma's tears trickled down her face. Teacher Zhang understood it all at once. This child is to repay Grandma for her upbringing. Would rather pass up a good opportunity to go to college. I'm going to stay with my grandma. Just saying. The girl came back from outside. Seeing Teacher Zhang in the room, he froze in place on the spot. Teacher Zhang saw the girl covered in mud and ash. Only 2 eyes are left. I didn't wait for Teacher Zhang to speak. The girl smiled shyly at Teacher Zhang. Why are you here? Teacher Zhang looked at the child in front of him, reached out and patted him on the shoulder and said, Good boy. I know all about you. I'm here today to deliver your admission letter. The silly child is so good in the exam and wants to quit. You know, is this what many students dream of? The girl opened her mouth to speak, but the words came to my mouth and swallowed back. He turned to look at the grandmother on the Kong. Teacher Zhang knows what the child is worried about, but how could he bear such a good seedling? Delayed the future. Later, Teacher Zhang contacted the leaders of the township government. Think of a way. Send grandma to rehab first. I applied for a social worker to come home regularly to take care of the elderly. You guys twisted it together. The child finally has a place in his heart. Teacher Zhang. Like when you send your kids to college, I bought clothes and shoes for the girl. Wash basin with towel. Water glasses are daily necessities. Everything is ready. Now the girl has nothing to worry about. Take the burden off your shoulders. Go to college happily.